I'm Chris with T&K Off-Road and Overland, and today we're going to go over some camping gear, namely a Marmot 2-person tent. I'm going to take you through setup and I will give you a review of it. I've had this tent for about a year and a half. So far it's been a great tent for me. Stay tuned. So here's the tent I will be setting up and reviewing today. This is a Marmot tungsten 2-person 3-season tent. It is considered a backpacking tent. It is only 4 pounds 13 ounces. It is, like I said, a 3-season tent. It's a great tent. So let's go ahead and set it up. First thing we're going to do is pull the drawstring, open it up. Now, it's been a while since I set up this tent. I don't know if it's moldy or not. We broke it down in the rain and we let it dry, but I'm not 100% certain anymore. So this is also just a setup beforehand to make sure I don't need to buy a new tent. I'm going to pull out this bag. Inside this bag, you're going to have your green rods. These are, I believe, DAC rods. They are thin aluminum, anodized string in the center of them. And then this is going to be what's holding your tent together, or up. Also in this bag are all the string ties and all of that. These are the spikes that came with it. They're pretty alright, but as you can see they bend after being driven into some pretty hard ground over the years. I recommend, if you don't like these, go to Walmart. Has some pretty good yellow plastic ones for about $1. Pick those up. We got tie-down strings and stuff like that for any other cinching and zipping you will need. Then comes out the rest of it out of the bag, set that off to the side. Everything rolls up together. And there's your tent. First thing right on top, this is going to be your rain fly. This is the part that's going to keep all of the rain and weather and shit off of you if it's going to rain or dew overnight. It looks pretty good for being put away kind of wet. I've got the nice green color. They do make this in 2 different colors if they still make this tent at all. Just want to run over it real quick because it has been put away for about a year and a half, 2 years. Make sure that nothing's torn, there's no holes in it. Like I said, again, being the rain fly, this is very critical that it be watertight and clean, because this is what's going to keep you dry at night. It's got a nice lined, waxed, rubbery type coating on this side of the canvas, polyester material. The outside is just your normal polyester, kind of like parachute cloth. For now, we're going to set this off to the side. Next thing here, this is our footprint. This is your waterproof mat you are going to put down on the ground. It is just slightly larger than the tent. The bottom of the tent is also waterproof, but this just adds another barrier layer. Water should not be able to permeate this. This is 100% polyester, made in 2015. This here, like I said, is something you need to put down. If you do not, your tent does not have a footprint, go to Harbor Freight, get yourself one of those blue tarps, camo tarp. It doesn't matter, just make sure that it's larger than your tarp. I still may even bring a tarp with me just so I have a walkway under the rain fly onto the awnings. That way my stuff's not sitting outside in the dirt, it's just sitting under the awning on a tarp. It's where you put your boots and stuff at night. So this will be the first thing that we're going to put down when we set it up. Actually, you're going to want it shiny side up. For one reason in particular, which I will show you in a bit. Now you have the body of your tent, which you will unfold. When you get a new tent, always be conscious of the way it comes out of the bag, because a lot of times it's the only way you're getting it back in the bag. Tents are made to be very compact and very roomy at the same time. So with this all folded out, I will drag it back over into line of view. You'll notice that it has a nice mesh netting on the top. You've got 2 doors on the sides. So what you're going to do is kind of lay it out. Now you get your tent poles. You have this small one that's green. Kind of put that together, similar to this. Set that off to the side. Now the other green poles, should be 2 of them, held together by this plastic center piece. So there's technically 2 poles, but they should not come apart. Slide those together. This makes the backbone of your tent. These just love snapping together. Now, this is what you should have. Roughly, I'd say about 10, maybe 12 feet tall. What you're going to do is lay them on top of your tent here. You're going to find the center of your tent, which is going to be marked by where all the points come together. And you kind of just want to hook that on there. We'll take one of these X's, and you're going to take it down to here. The foot of this has got a couple grooves in it. Just kind of hook that in there. Then you'll go find the one on the diagonal corner to that. And on the same pole, which will pop out because that's how things work around here. Going to kind of just force it into a circle. It is aluminum, do not worry about bending or breaking it. This is what they're designed for. Once that snaps into place, do the same thing with the opposite corners. And now you have your tent frame set up. Tent is staked down with it. Super relatively easy, light to move. Again, find your center. And you're just going to hook it up there. Same thing with these all along the edges. Just hook them onto the stake for the tent rods. This is what's going to hold the tent up off. There's about 3 per leg. Now, you're pretty much done. You can set it up like this, stake it down. Like I said, you should put it on the footprint that is behind me. That'll keep it nice and dry. But it is a nice light tent. It is only 4 pounds, 13 ounces. Make sure you put it somewhere flat, level, so you can actually sleep in it. Then you'll put your rain fly on, because you don't want sun heat down on you. The rubberized side is going to go in, like such. Now, on all the pieces, you will notice a red tab on these bands. Will be here, here, and on the footprint. Those are all to line it up. They're all on one side. Make sure it lines up. Everything's good. Buckle that in. Find the other red tab, buckle that in, and do the same thing with the remaining corners. Now your rain fly is mostly installed. I'm up inside, and you'll notice on this seam, there's Velcro. The Velcro is going to go around your tent pole to keep it centered. So once you get that done, here, you'll notice that there's this little tab. There's going to be one directly on the other side. Up and over through this green tab in the center is going to run that small green pole, which is going to push this up. Now your awnings, you'll actually take some of the additional stakes because you're only given 4 for the main tent, and you're going to stake this down via this here outside. So you'll be doing something similar to this. That way this is off, you can get some airflow up underneath it. We can't stake this on concrete. So once everything's